Hello, I'm Bood and welcome to episode 3 of Bood's Subscriber League. As always, thanks for joining me. Make sure you do all the good stuff. Thumbs up, get involved in the comments, and become a patron if you really want to help my channel out. Now, if you check the description, not only will you find a link to my Patreon, wink wink, you will also find all the different save files, like from the first episode, and then at the end of the second one, I'll put the end of season save file there, so you can check how your player's doing within this series, and I'll do it again at the end of this episode. Now, some people have asked me how to do it. It's pretty simple. I know most people know, but if you just download it, it's a save file. It looks like a little piece of white paper. Just drag and drop that into your own save folder with all your save games, and then load the game up, and you'll be able to have a look at what's been going on in this series, or have a go of it for yourself. Now, I'm wondering, has anyone decided to have a go of being the national team manager of Subtopia itself? Well, we did start off with Gary Horsepower. You might have noticed Brendan Rodgers is now the manager. Now, Gary got them to the first European Championships, but they got knocked out after the group stage. He didn't get sacked. I'm thinking he felt like he should have done better. And Gary actually resigned, and they replaced him with Brendan Rodgers. Now, I have to ask, right? Any Celtic fans watching? Apparently, he's going to become the new Celtic manager. He's in talks right now. I don't know how happy I'd be with that. If he can binge you off halfway through a season to go to the Premier League, to Leicester, who've now sacked him, and now he's coming back with his tail between his legs. And his first game there, look, against Northern Ireland. I think he's Northern Irish, isn't he? So good old Gary only lost one game, and that was in the World Cup. And unfortunately, it made him resign. So we'll see what happens to Gary Horsepower. Hopefully he gets a job. Maybe he could get a job in the league. How good would that be? Yes, Inter have a new manager. And at first I thought, wow, the Inter board, they're not afraid, are they, to sack a manager and move on, because they've been struggling, and I don't know why. But obviously Didier Deschamps has left France and decided to come to Subtopia and take the Inter job. But they didn't sack the previous manager. No, Mr. Ernesto Valverde resigned, and he's took the Spain job. So this could be interesting, because he played his preferred formation was a 5-2-3 defensive midfielder wide, where Didier Deschamps plays the Gegenpress in a 4-2-3-1 defensive midfield, attacking midfielder wide. So, could mix it up for your players. They need something, don't they? Because again, they're right at the bottom, the 1,000-1 to win the league. Dynamo are top with Owls, Vikings, Strikers, the Pirates. Come on, the Pirates! We need something. The Cowboys and the Diabolos. I was expecting more managerial changes. I'm surprised some of these teams haven't thought we need to mix this up a bit, but they haven't. So while we're here, quickly we'll see what they reckon is the best team for each club at the start of the season. That's Dynamo. There you go. There's the Owls. Feel free, I should say, to pause it. There's the Vikings. They've probably been the most successful team. They did a domestic double in season 2. No, a double, the Champions League and the league. There's the Strikers' best team, apparently. The Pirates, I never get into it, but I'll play a lot. I don't get it. The Cowboys, Mr. Peter now. The captain's become a striker. That's quite cool. Diabolos with El Greeno. Where's El Greeno? Me and El Greeno are getting binned off. And then Inter, led by Limo, who I don't think's in the team either. Don't take too much from this. But it's going to be interesting. Can we have a change of the guard? It's going to be different this season. Now, I've not mentioned it in the first few, and I made a note to mention it because maybe you're interested, maybe you haven't noticed, but all these clubs, I think, are Thomas fan owned, and they can't be bought out by a big corporation, and you have a president who has to be voted in every couple of years, and they can serve 2 terms. So I thought that'd be cool, because then you get different presidents in who have different views, do things differently, might sack a manager, might not sack a manager. But that's something I forgot to mention in the first 2 episodes. Now, of course, we had a Champions League winner and a Europa League winner. So the Vikings and the Strikers faced off in the UEFA Super Cup, and the Strikers came out on top with Duxbury, Doherty. He got 2. He's a legend. And there's the Vikings team. Kano had a stinker. He did score, though, to be fair. I mean, that's a game and a half, innit? 2-0 up, then 2-2. And then Mr. Doherty, I'm going for that, popped up with a winner. So, yeah, the Strikers picked up the UEFA Super Cup. But it's not just all about, when it comes to international football, the World Cup and the Euros, because we've got players from everywhere playing in Subtopia. And we had Mr. Jacob John, if you're watching. Obviously, you decided to play for Nigeria, and you play right in the middle And you won over the summer, or whenever it was, the African Cup of Nations, beating Tunisia 3-1 in the final. I don't think anyone's Tunisian. I'm pretty sure. And also in July, it was the Copa America. And I didn't even know this because I holidayed all the way through the summer. But I spotted the African Nations one. I remembered it was a Nigerian player and then just had a look because I thought I better check other competitions. And I was absolutely buzzing because Boudini can't win anything with the Pirates. But he plays for his country. I play for Argentina. And they won, beating Colombia in the final. But I wasn't alone. We've got John O'Daz on the right wing, so you got a winner's medal too. He plays for Dynamo. And we've got Lionel Mazzola, who plays for the Cowboys at right back. Check us out, man. And then I remembered my good friend, a brother from another mother, Lee Greenshields, aka Greeno, otherwise known as El Greeno, had decided to be Colombian. He didn't play. He was on the bench. Maybe if they played him, it'd be different because it was quite a close game. So we've got league action, we've got cup action, we have European action. I might try and go for a different kind of little live come at the end. I want to show you more at the end if I can fit it in. So let's get going. And here we are, 1st of Jan, 2025. Looking at the table, and the Cowboys are 2 points in the lead. But remember, it's all about the playoffs. But it's nice to be at the top. The Diabolos, who the bookie said were what? Down the bottom, was it the second worst team, I think? Third worst team? They're in second. Anything can happen. Vikings in third. The Pirates were always there and thereabouts. Probably fall out of the playoffs by the end. We'll have to wait and see. Inter have improved a little bit under their new manager. Dynamo, look at them. This league's bonkers, isn't it? And the strikers at the bottom. Crazy. I love how crazy it is. And I'm pretty sure there's been no more managerial changes. No, they're all the originals. Obviously, Didier Deschamps is a new boy there. Eddie Howe still there. We've still got Eric Ten Hag at the Pirates. He's their second manager, isn't he? At the strikers. So, yeah, no changes. I did notice Inter have taken out a stadium sponsorship, so they're getting a little bit more money. So them and the Vikings, I think, are all right. And you notice the season tickets are going up for a few, especially the Vikings. They've definitely been the team on this so far. Brian Kane, the real Brian Kane, Kano, who's the captain, said he wishes those kits were real. They are amazing. I mean, which one would you go for? If someone said they can make them for you but can only have one, I don't know. I think I'd sway to the white one, the no collar one. Let me know what you think. Well, here we are now, and the league has finished. Teams that made the playoffs are the Diabolos, the Vikings, the Dynamo, and the Pirates have snuck in. Inter in 5th, so well done. They've improved. New manager, new tactic. They've got the best striker in the league, apparently. They scored the most goals. Well, that's pretty cool. Look at the strikers. Crazy, isn't it? It's a crazy league. A crazy, crazy league. The Cowboys. What happened there? What happened there? They were top. I think they've got 5 points at the back end of the season. They fell to pieces and dropped from 1st to 7th. The season's not over. The playoffs are still to be played. The cups, there's just European games as well. But I thought this would be a great time after the league finished to just quickly look at the squad. I'm not going to go through in detail. I'm just arranged it by average rating, and I'm going to show you each one. So feel free to pause it. Here we go with the Dynamo. Declan Bolton's their best player, but it looks like he's injured. Who's at the bottom? Josh Green. What's going on, Josh? He's a bit part player, isn't he? Inter, massively improved under Deschamps. This is their squad. Limo's injured. Ooh, you don't want that, do you? You don't. Onto the Owls. Their best player's injured, although he looks like a squad player, to be fair. Scroll down to the bottom. David Gomez, mate. You need to up your game. 9 substitute appearances. Here we go with the Pirates. Boudini's quite low. Don't look. The best player, Sean White. Right winger. Looks like he's suspended for them playoffs, which is absolutely brilliant. Graham Sewell. I mean, you're competing with me. I don't know how you're not getting the team, because I don't know how great I am, to be fair. I'm pretty bang average, although I am a Copa America champion. Onto the strikers. Barry, I'm just going to call you Bazza from now on. Quick scroll down. Who's the worst? Craigie. 2 sub appearances. What's going on, mate? This is the Cowboys with Caldino at the top. Mr. Art van der Ley. I love that name, Art van der Ley. Let's go all the way to the bottom. Jacob John. Steve Nickelbob. How are you not getting in the team? It is mad, really, when you think everyone started out the same. But it shows you how people have played and probably improved and other players haven't. It was always a luck of the draw. Onto the Vikings. Mark Reynolds is a player. He's become a baller on this game. He's someone who featured quite a lot last year, and it looks like he's repeating his form. Quick scroll down to the bottom. There we go. So in the playoffs, it's the Diabolos versus the Pirates, and Vikings versus Dynamo. You generally never know what the hell's going to happen with this, dear. Well, as you know, it is only one leg in the playoff semi-finals. Yeah, brilliant. I don't think I played. Brilliant. And we got beat 1-0. There we go. Greenhouse boys with Mr. Weldon winning 1-0, got themselves through to the championship final. And then we find the Vikings in yet another final. Another chance to win this league. They are the dominant force. Although when you look at them stats, what were the Dynamo doing? I mean, Josh Green got on the pitch and scored. He did his job. Went to penalties. The Vikings have done it again, and looks like they've done it with Kano on the bench. So we've got a repeat of the first year's final, the Vikings versus the Diabolos. Can they get their revenge? Can they break that monopoly on the Vikings? Or the Vikings going to win 3 league championships? Christ. No, the Vikings' time at the top is over in Subtopia. They might have got to the final again, but they lost it. Kano started, didn't play very well. That front three, Cox, Rock, Kano, was a bit dump. And the Diabolos have done it with none other than their vice-captain, John Griffiths, scoring the winning goal in the 72nd minute. Nothing against the Vikings, nothing against anyone or any of these teams. It's just nice. It's refreshing. And it's their first trophy, so if you're a Diabolos player, congratulations. And the Strikers made a decision. They finished bottom of the league. They've gone for winning the Europa League and the UEFA Super Cup. And then had a shocker of a season, finished bottom of the league, and sat their manager. Antonio Tapia is their assistant or coach, I think. So, yeah, they're looking for a new manager. So it'll be interesting to see who they bring in, because it will be their third manager. Wow. I mean, look, Lucien Favre, he won 3 trophies, didn't he? What else did he win? I can't remember. So he won the UEFA Super Cup. Oh, he won the Boot Subscriber Cup as well. So he won 3 trophies and then had a shocker. So last year, my beloved Pirates were thrashed in the final by the Dynamo. This year, this is what happened in the quarters. So the Strikers knocked out the Cowboys. The Vikings knocked out the Dynamo. The Pirates knocked out Inter, and Diabolos knocked out the Owls. In the semis, the Pirates were a cup team. I mean, we'll see what happens. So the Pirates beat the Diabolos, and the Vikings beat the Strikers. So, of course, the Vikings are probably going to win, let's be honest. Now then, this is it. This is my save point, like usual, like it has been in the first 2 episodes. But we've watched 2 Boot Subscriber Cup finals. And I was quite gutted last time, so I thought, I didn't realise 2 of our teams got to a Champions League final. So I thought, it's best to look at that. Because if we get a big final in Europe, it just mixes it up a little, doesn't it? And Inter, under Didier Deschamps, have a chance of turning things around here. They've massively improved this season and found themselves in the Conference League final against Arsenal. But come on, Inter. And then in the Europa League, the Diabolos have got to the final. They're going to be playing Villarreal. So that's quite exciting. Obviously, I don't know anything here. This is my last save point. I don't know what's going to happen. But I'm hoping we can have a clean sweep because it'd be brilliant. But then I saw this. The Champions League final. They love Europe, don't they? Won by 2 Subtopian teams the last few years, Dynamo and the Vikings, and the Dynamo have a chance to do it again. So I thought, let's do that as a live com. It's a Champions League final, a bit special, and pretty awesome if the Cowboys can do it, because they started off brilliantly in the league and then they dropped right off. Their manager is high on the list for getting the chop. Can he save his job? We're going to find out. So then I've got my dates written down. It's the Europa League first on the 21st. It's the Conference on the 28th, and then Champions League final on the 31st. But of course, the Subscriber Cup has to be played. So I'm going to jump forward a day and we'll see who wins it. Seriously, back-to-back defeats in the Subscriber Cup final for the Pirates. Christ, so the Vikings may have lost their monopoly on the league, but they've just picked up their first ever Boot Subscriber Cup, winning 2-1 with 2 goals from Mr. Rock himself. Come on. Oh. I should have saved and reloaded. I've not done any of that. But honestly. Kano, man, he just doesn't turn up in a final, does he? I mean, it's only a bit of fun, but I'd like the Pirates to win something. Just something. change the manager, mix it up. So there you go. We've had a different winner every year, but we've had the same runner-up the last 2 years. So should we find out how our boys do in Europe? Starting with the Europa League, and the Diabolos did the country proud, winning 3-1. Look at that. Wow, they did not turn up Villarreal. Weldon with 2. Clark got on the score sheet in the 83rd minute. Griffiths didn't score, but he looked like he played well. Looks like everyone played well, even Greeno just about got a green. So congratulations. They'll be competing for the Super Cup, won't they? But who against? Well, it's guaranteed to be a Subtopian team, we know that. So next, it's the final of the Conference League. Can Inter, wow, I mean, this would be mega. This would be mega. Beat Arsenal. I know it's only the Conference League, but what a turnaround for their club. Getting a new manager in, they could win a trophy, which would be pretty special. So I'm going to jump forward and see. When's it on? The 28th. Let's find out. Yay! Absolutely buzzing with this. Absolutely buzzing. Toe-to-toe it looks like, but scoring goals for fun. Stansfield, Michael and Firth getting him the goals. Gabriel Jesus. Got Arsenal goal in the 79th minute. But wow, I am absolutely buzzing just because they've been the team that struggled. Do you know what I mean? So it's good to see them get a new manager in, change things up like I thought could happen if you get the right manager in. And they've done well. That's insane. Where's Limo? Is he still in? He was injured? Is he still injured? I'm sure he'd still get a medal, wouldn't he? He's the captain. But yeah, if you're an Inter player and you've been watching the first few episodes thinking, we're shit, why are we shit? 1,000 to 1 to win the league. Just picked up a trophy. It's more than the Pirates have got. Now it's back to back again. Back to back again, with the Owls winning it, of course, last year. But now we're on to Champions League. Yep, it's the big one, the Champions League. Can Dynamo win their second trophy in 3 years, or can the Cowboys do it? The Cowboys manager again, he's looking like he's up for the chop. We'll see what happens with that. But it's pretty exciting. We're going to watch this one, little live com, so sit back, enjoy it, make a brew, hit the thumbs up while you're there, and we'll find out who's going to be facing the Diabolos in the UEFA Super Cup next season. Welcome to the football arena in München, with Dynamo, with Joey Page at right back. There's the bench boys. Maybe he didn't make the team, but you know, he's still in the Champions League final. Still get a medal against the Cowboys. We'll see. Interesting. Mr. Peter up top. Turned him into a striker. Can he score the match winner? Here we go. We'll watch a bit of this. It's the Champions League, innit? We'll see him come out. There's the ball and the ref. I've not got the music on. I know it does have the music, doesn't it? But this could be interesting. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm a Cowboys fan tonight. So let's go. So yeah, as always, thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. I've made a decision. It's so easy to simulate the season. I can really tell why some of these bigger YouTubers who just simulate everything. I mean, I play my normal series and it's a graft. But you can see why they get so many videos out. Because you just simulate and then just chalk your way through it, don't you? Well easy. So, I'm not going to start doing that on my main series. I enjoy playing the game. Even if I do go through it quickly. But I do enjoy playing it. But, oh, here we go. Here we go. The Cowboys take an early lead, 42 seconds. But I've decided the first 5 years of this, all the clubs are under a transfer ban. So I think I'll make an episode for every season for the first 5 years. If you watch it, you watch it. I just think that'd be quite cool. While everyone's locked in place, the next 5 years, all the players are still locked in place, but they're going to be able to make signings. So there's going to be players coming in, pushing players out, I'm guessing. I don't know how they'll do that. Will they buy loads of players? Oh my God, Christian Peter. Take a bow, mate. Wow. I mean, will they buy loads of players, or will they think we've got great players anyway? We get to Champions League and European finals. We'll just add a few pieces to, you know, flesh out the squads a little bit more, because they haven't only got 22 main players. That is a loss for the Dynamo, because Dev Smith is dangerous. Destroyed the Pirates in the Cup final live comp in the last one. Gone off injured, unfortunately. Can they get themselves back into it? We'll find out. Let's see. But at the minute, Cowboys are in control. Oh, it's over. Christian Pete. Oh, no. Wait. Checking goal review. Goal awarded. And I mean, that shows you, doesn't it? Because Christian Pete was an attacking midfielder, and I think his striker rating was like 10-11. But, you know, the club's turned him into a striker. He's a fully fledged striker. He's been playing up top now for 2 years. And look at him bagging 2 goals. Look at Joey Page. In the Champions League final. Well, I mean, it's not over yet. It's not over yet. And here's Bolton. Pulls one back. Wow. Oh, no. Wait. Checking goal review. Goal awarded. Fair play, because that was a good goal. Yeah, so I'm going to do the first 5 as one episode. And then I think I'll jump towards the point where just before these players are going to leave the country, and just do an overview of what happened over them years, who kept winning things, and the kind of money the club started to spend. They bring in loads of top players and people get pushed out. We'll see. I'll do that. So it'll be like 6 episodes. I might do a bonus one of something else I've thought of if you're interested, but it's been fun. Well, then it's half time, and the commentator just said Christian Peter is untouchable. Can he lead his team to glory in the Champions League? But yeah, also, if you're a fan of Scunthorpe, you may have missed it, you may not, but I kind of hinted that I was finishing it at episode 15 with no intention to finish it. I think it's got a little bit of legs left in it. I'm enjoying playing it too much. So episode 16, season 16 came out a couple of days ago maybe. And I've done some good business in the summer, if you've been watching it. I think I know where I needed to improve. I think I have. I don't know if it'll work, but we'll see. So there's definitely going to be in episode 17. I'm just going to go year by year on that. I've got another series of what I do, which I'm quite excited about. I don't know if you'll be excited about it. Let's go. Let's see what they can do, Cowboys. Oh, you donkey. But I'm tempted to make the American Premier League again, the APL. I did it a few times, but I've not done it for a couple of years. And I am really tempted to do it. It's a bit of work, but I've got quite a bit of time off coming up. So I might get stuck into that, see if I can put that out. It's something different. I put it out there as a database. Oh, cheeky. And it's quite fun to play, really. You've got to imagine America embracing soccer and loving it and pumping all the money into it, because it's great, because there's all these stadiums in the database. NFL stadiums, college football stadiums that aren't used, that are massive, and you can really restructure a league and pump loads of money into it. So I might do that, because I've got all the logos from all my old ones. Oh, Daniels Martinelli. Oh, Declan Bolton. It's 3-2, 5 minutes to go. Exciting. Look at Mr. Bolton trying to get his team back in it. He's not giving up the fight. But that clock is ticking. We're into injury time. Can the Cowboys hang on and win the Champions League? It's all over. It's finished. Fair play to Dynamo. They did put up a fight towards the end. And the goalkeeper had a bit of a stinker, which didn't help. I don't know how, because that Christian Peter, was it his first goal? One that nearly got disallowed, the thunderbolt from outside the box. But there you go, there he is, lifting the trophy with his team. If you're a Cowboy, congratulations. Cowboys versus Diabolos in the UEFA Super Cup next year. So they've done well again. Clean sweep in Europe now. Things changed around a little bit. New league winner, new cup winner. I like it. I like it a lot. Pirates, though, still haven't won anything. But who came out on top in the awards? Well, player of the season went to Alexandre Faripas, the Portuguese Owl. David Weldon from the Diabolos, the Irishman, came in second, and Carl Herbert from the Owls came in third. Goalkeeper of the season was the Owls' Andrew Mully, followed by Dylan Anderson from the Vikings and William Alex from the Diabolos. Midfielder of the season was Mr. Alexandre. He had a cracking season, didn't he? David Weldon, and then Sean White from the Pirates. Go on, Shawnee. Striker of the season, John Griffiths. There you go, Johnny boy. Well done. Sir Matt Dalton. Sir Matt. Doing it for the Pirates. And Kano third. Player's player is always the same as player of the season, even though the players apparently voted for it. And then this is team of the season. Mr. Griffiths at the top with Duxbury and Faripas on the wings. Goodman, Peter and Dave in the middle. Back four of Reynolds, Lee, Philip and Shergold with Mr. Mully in goal. And I've arranged all this by average rating. Did you make the list? If you did, congrats. So we'll look at the player overview, and there's the goal list. As you know, Nathan Firth scored the most. John Griffiths in second. But you got the player stats overview on here, haven't you? So most goals, Nathan. Most assists, Jake Mawson. You can see a few right there. Most shots and all that good stuff. And a few at the bottom. Hopefully, feel free to pause it, have a good look. And I thought we'd have a quick look at the team overview again. Feel free to pause it, have a look. But yeah, I love this. It's just random. It's a bit of fun. And again, thank you for taking part. And if you'd missed out, like I said, what I'm going to do on FM24 quite early on is put a little video out there where you can enter the same as this. And I'm going to add 4 more teams, so there'll be like 80 odd more spaces. A new city. If you're a patron at the time, you will be a baller. We're talking Haaland, Messi, those levels. So everyone in here started out at 175 with a max potential of 190. My patrons are going to be 190, max potential 195, just to say thank you to them for that little extra support they give me. So you will, and then I'll try and spread it out so every team has the same amount, maybe a core spine of Patreon players, with everyone else fleshing it out. But I'm excited to do that. Can't wait, really. So we're going to start here with the strikers. Still haven't got a manager, but I'm going to jump forward a bit, see if we can find out who takes it over in case you are a striker and you're interested. But I just wanted to look at favoured personnel. Have you made the list? On the strikers, you've got Duxbury and Cardwell. Who's next? The Vikings. Ancelotti, obviously. Ed Cox is the only player. Cowboys have got Caldino. The Diabolos, David Weldon. Dynamo, Zidane and Declan Bolton. I mean, he fought for that final, didn't he, Declan? Fair play to you, mate. Inter, Lil Brown. The Owls have got Dirk Diggler is an icon. Wow. The Pirates, Sean White. No Boudini, because I don't know what's wrong with me. And back to the strikers. So, we find out if they get a manager. Let's jump forward a little bit. Strikers do have a new manager. It's Sergio Conceição, legendary Portuguese player, 56 caps, 12 goals for his country. He's resigned from Porto to take on this job. I mean, it looks pretty good, doesn't it? Can he turn things around for the strikers? Because they were decent and they went third. Can he get them back up there? These subtopian teams dominate European football and have for 2 years. Now, I forgot to put on the name fix for some things. So this is basically the Ballon d'Or. And it's Sacco and Mbappe and some City dude who've won the last 3. And I just feel like, really? These subtopian teams, these players achieve so much in Europe and haven't won a Ballon d'Or. Don't believe you. I mean, the strikers still aren't a bad team, are they? They're the lowliest ranked team in the Club World Rankings list. Above Liverpool, Barca, Chelsea, PSG, Juventus. So they're not bad, are they? But apparently the Vikings are the highest ranked team in the world. No shock there, followed by Dynamo, the Cowboys, the Pirates in 4th. Still at 1 now. I mean, it's looking like Eric's keeping his job. Can he actually do something in the 4th season? So yeah, still trophyless, us Pirates. Strikers, they've got 3 trophies. The Vikings, they've got 4. Boo. Everyone's starting to hate the Vikings unless you're a Viking. The Cowboys, of course, got their first, and it's not a bad one to get. Diabolos, they've got 2. Dynamo have got 3. Inter have got 1 as well. Inter have got 1. I mean, Owls have got 1. It's just the Pirates. You can show it shows you I'm not cheating, doesn't it? Christ, is that right? Something needs to change. It's the only thing that can change in the next couple of years is the manager. Anyway, you never know. We'll see what happens in season 4, and I'll try and bring it out as quickly as possible. Tomorrow, maybe. The day after this, why not? It's dead easy to do. Genuinely dead easy to do. So, anyway, thank you if you're sticking with it, even if you're not taking part. It is a bit of fun. Thank you to everyone involved. Thank you for any support, any thumbs up, comments, all that good stuff. I really, really do appreciate it. There's lots of comments on these. I can't go through them all. I'm hoping maybe at weekend I can catch up with a few. I'm dropping a few love hearts on them. That's the best I can do. But I do appreciate you taking the time. Your view is always the most important thing. And if you're bored and haven't caught up with The Impossible Dream, go and watch some Scunny. Episode 16 is a belter. It is. Anyway, you stay happy. You stay safe. And cheer up if you're a pirate. I know you're feeling. We'll get there. We'll win some at one day, baby. Anyway, take care. I'm Bood. Bye-bye.